Alright peeps, Mr. ATC once again back to you for another day of housing, and what a beautiful day today. One of the goals was making enough wooden slats in order to create the shelves. Remember I told you about the 42 centimeter wooden slat that you will need, and you will need a lot of them because you can do so much things with just those slats. So that's why that if you're making those type of shelves, and I will show you several types, not only this one, every week during the confinement time, because you know that's what we need, and at the same time try to make it a little bit friendly so we can share ideas and easy pallet designs. One other thing, I realized that some of the design that I've done in the past can also be used in terms of storage. So the one I've been making a few weeks ago, if you remember well, at the beginning of this year, a shelf that you can use in the bathroom, you can also use the same one as a storage, In this kind of situation, we need to find plan B, C, D, sometimes even a plan E. So I would advise you to use this one as well, and I'm providing here the 3D plan for you also. In order to get your 3D plan, you will have to go through the links that I'm sharing with you in the video description. So for this video, two plans. The one that I didn't provide for the bathroom shelf that you can also use as a storage in your garage, for example, or in your kitchen. And the other one will be also coming with it. The one from the design I will be showing you in a few minutes. And on my side, I think that I've shared with you an easy storage that you can use for your home. As usual, if you are new to our community and you like what we are doing and you would like to see even more in the future, I would advise you to subscribe just right here. Then click on the bell to receive a notification every time I'm sharing new content with you. And now we can move on to the second part of our storage project. Alright, so now that we took care of the 42 centimeter slats, what I'm gonna do and what I will advise you to do is to work on the support. I'm planning to have 5 shelves, 5 shelves that you can use. So it makes it easier for you to store as much as possible. But below each of the shelves, you will have a support. You will need a support. And those support will be created by 2 wooden slats from 80 centimeter. So the shelf will be at the end 80 centimeter wide. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the miter saw in order to cut those 80 centimeter wooden slats. Let's do it. So one of the main things, as I showed you yesterday, will be to use your ruler, and you just need to cut at 80 centimeter. And if you have some very long wooden slats, I would advise you to use the same one and do it twice. But here, those ones are a little bit too small, so I'm gonna cut only once. As you can see, I already created 4, so we have 6 left now. But remember, the other side of it, even if it's too small, don't throw them away. We can always use them for something else. For example, we can create some other 42 centimeter slat in order to store in this storage compartment. Then now we're gonna move on with the big slat I was telling you, and we're gonna cut them in order to make sure that we have 1.60 meters. But before moving really forward with this, I would like to remove all of the splinters that you can see around here. And for this, I'm gonna use my disc sander. Then after that, moving to the painting part. And here, I'm gonna use a green color. Alright, so as you can imagine, now we have the support, and those support are measuring 80 centimeter. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna use those wooden boards and place them over the support here in order to fill it up, so from the beginning to the end. And we're gonna leave a small gap in between each boards, and those gaps, they're gonna be around 1 centimeter, depends on what you want to put on it. Alright, let's do it. For this step, I will first start by adding each of the wooden slats at the end of the shelves, because it will be easier for me to finish with the rest after that and use my nail gun. Now that we have each of those shelves ready, as you can see, this is one set here, and I have 5 of those. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be burning the top of each shelf in order to protect them, and after that, going through a transparent lacquer in order to cover and protect them, cover them, and at the same time, create some kind of rustic effect. Alright, let's take a look. And here is the transparent lacquer I was telling you about. Now I will go through each of the boards and cover them. Then when we are done with this step, I'm gonna be using my drill machine, and I'm gonna create here on the top and at the bottom of each of those supports, those legs, I'm gonna create 2 holes. First to attach the top shelf and the bottom shelf. Then I'm gonna move from 38 centimeter for the other 3 going in between. Alright, so now that we are done and we have everything ready, I will then move to the assembling part. As I told you earlier, I think one of the easiest way will be to first attach the 4 legs to the bottom and the top shelves. And for the top shelf, I will attach with some angle clamps first, which will also make it easy for me to keep it together and with the right angle. Then moving with the screwing part, where I will use some 4 centimeter screws on each side. So to add the other shelves, I will advise you to cut some boards at 38 centimeter, and you need to make sure that those measurements are really the same for the 4 of them. Then after that, you just have to put them straight and screw the shelves. To make this shelf a little bit stronger, I will be also adding on the back an extra legs. So at the end you will have 5 legs, 5 support. Then after that, when you are done, here is the result you should have. And as you can see here, as soon as you're done, you can start filling your stuff. And you can even, if you want, add some hooks for your mask. Alright peeps, here we are. As you can see, a very easy storage that you can use at home. You can make it yourself, of course, using pallet wood, only pallet wood, some screws, and if you would like, some wood glue as well. So this is basically what you will get at the end when you will make it yourself. And I will keep on sharing some pretty easy design, easy things that you can create at home, especially at the moment, storage, that's what we need. I'm also putting available for you in the video description some free 3D plan. You just need to sign up to our newsletter and you will go to the referral system, and after that receive automatically your 3D plan in order to do it yourself. As always, Mr. ATC for you and for another idea of housing to recycling. And I will see you next time. Remember, if you are new to our community, I will advise you to sign up just right here. Then click on the bell to receive a notification every time I'm sharing new content with you. See you next time. And as usual, keep it safe, guys. Keep it safe.